Low marks, but you are dreaming to take science in your class 11th. I know that you'd recently given your class 10th examination and you guys are eagerly waiting for your results. And somewhere, right now, you are in the dilemma that which stream to choose and which not. And in that, the biggest dilemma lies with the science stream. One question that comes randomly in the mind of the students who are getting low marks, unfortunately, or who are average students, however, giving this tag like average, topper, or a poor student might be little wrong. It's totally wrong actually. But honestly, I want to be true in this video. I'll talk about what reality is around the education field. Okay, so low marks. Now comes the point that, ma'am, we are not able to score that much high marks like 90%, 80%, etc. We are a student to just secure 65%, 70%. Can we take science for future or not? Because this question comes to me randomly by the parents and by the students. So today we are going to talk about that. See, I have made multiple videos on how to choose a right stream, which stream is right for you, etc., in which I repeatedly say that no stream is right, no stream is wrong. It is something which actually suits you. And how to figure out that which stream suits me? There are the three perspectives that we have to follow. First one is your interest, second one is your ability, and the third thing is your career options or career available. Student, what happens when you choose stream now? You particularly talk, first person you talk is to with your parents, right? Then you go to your teachers, your coaches, your counselors, etc. And the third importance you give is to your friends. And whenever you get influenced by these three people without any research by your own, you get affected, and that can lead to a problem in future. What happens? You go to parents and what? There is a long generation gap between you and your parents, right? And thinking also, when you go and talk to them, they will say that actually science is a good stream. It have multiple options, etc., because they are aware about only this thing, right? You go to your friends, they will say that, oh, I am a topper, I'll take science. Now you are struggling between that I am an average student making average marks, low marks, I can take science or not. So what we have to think about is, see, I'll tell you a realistic story about that so that you can understand better what I mean. Marks are just a signal, not your future, bacha. I have seen so many people who were really so average in class 10th and class 12th but are doing really great in their life. And personally, I would suggest that don't think about your career options just by seeing the marks. Just by seeing the marks, like you have performed 99 marks, you get 99 marks in maths, let me take PCM. But what about your interest if it does not lies in maths? What about, okay, if you like maths very much but you have no interest in physics, chemistry, unfortunately along with maths comes physics, chemistry too. Okay, so it's not only about maths, it's about the balance you can create in all the three subjects. So we have to think about it. Math marks are again just the signals. They are basically guidance for us, not the way by which we decide our future. Okay, honestly, I want to tell you, low marks is not, it is not making you clear that you are dumb, right? Might be a strategy was not correct. Okay, might be you started late. Okay, but however, high marks also do not guarantee success. Then what does, ma'am? Let me tell you a story of a student whose name is Rohit, right? You know, he got 65% in class 10th and decided to take science. Why? Because his parents asked him to do so. When he talked to his friends, they were all taking science and they decided, let me take science, I'll make the efforts. Because this is what actually we think in the starting. Every time we start something, right? We are so ignited. Okay, our ignition, our energy is so high. So we start with so much of energy and somewhere it drops down fast. This can happen. So Rohit started with so much ignition and thought that I'll cover everything. I can also do science, and that was good. But when he entered into the class, somewhere his interest was not there. Right? Somewhere he was losing interest in the classroom. Marks drop. backlog created, okay? And eventually what happened? It will affect his career. I also know one girl, Swapna, and she also got around 68 percentage. However, she was very hardworking and consistent, right? What she did was, first of all, she was very concentrated in the classroom. So much concentrated in the classroom. And the most effective thing she did was, she did not create a backlog. Everything she studied in school coaching, she completed it by today. See, students, class 10th and class 11th is quite different. Up till class 10th, it was something like mugging up. Syllabus was small. You had 4 chapters in physics, 4 chapters in chemistry. Okay, you have SST as a favorite subject which can create good percentage for your exams. Maths was not that abstract which you will get in class 11. So, class 11th is practice and class 10th was theory. Get it? Getting my point? So, there's a huge change. Because your age is also changing, your personality is also changing, and you have to adapt that change. Like Swapna, she adapted that change and she enjoyed the subject. Right? When you are able to solve maths easily, your confidence will boost, and that will happen only when your basics are clear. See, there is a dilemma, or what I can say, there is a stereotype in the student mind that class 11 we are going to chill and enjoy. We will just study a week before the examination and we will do our hard work. We'll save our energy for our class 12. Is it the same thing in your mind right now? Comment it right away. If you are thinking that we are going to study in class 12, let's enjoy class 11th. Our school life will never come back, bacha. This is really a wrong stereotype in your mind. However, stereotypes are wrong. So, pay attention that whenever you are enter with whichever stream, you start from the first day. I hope that by these 2 stories, you're very much clear. So, if still your answer is yes, despite I am a low mark student, despite I am an average student, but I want to take science, make sure you do these things particularly. And first one is to strengthen your basics. See, you are an average student, you performed low in your class 10 because your basics were not clear. And if you continue this in class 11th and 12th, this is going to affect you. So what to do? Right now, we know that with that pace, class 11th is not yet started. So what we can do? We can clear that basics right away. You have your class 9th NCERT along with you, class 10th NCERT along with you, multiple YouTube sessions on YouTube. What you are waiting for, start it right away. Start watching those videos and clear all your concepts that created as a backlog from the last 2 years. Okay? And I am sure that you are going to thank me for this later, that yes ma'am, this worked out. So step 1 is use your summer vacations in a way that you clear all your backlogs, your concepts. See, if you do the hard work, the result is going to come. But stay consistent to that hard work, and this is the second step which I want to tell you. What happens is sometimes we do one thing, we have that mentality, the Indian mentality of doing everything on the last date. I don't know why, but we all have that. It creates backlogs, pressure, depression, low concentration, etc. What if from the starting of your 11th class, you make sure that I am going to study 1 to 2, not more than that. Don't take pressure, bacha. So 1 to 2 hours daily. And what if you are doing this daily? Don't you think that this is going to completely change? Every time I teach SST, I say that 2 questions a day makes you a topper. So why that 2 questions? Because you need to be consistent in that 2 questions. Count that there are 365 days. If you are writing 2 questions, how many questions will you write up till your examination? Okay. So get fascinated by the numbers. If you are studying 2 hours daily, how much you will study up till then? Okay, get yourself fascinated by numbers. Third is practice regularly, because physics is not going to be same anymore. Lot of numericals, lot of theory in chemistry, lot of maths with abstract questions. And if you are taking biology, a step tougher. Or if you are taking commerce, new subjects introduced. Or if you are taking humanities, completely everything will be changed. However, in this video, we are talking about science for the science students. Pay attention, you have these subjects. right? And if you're someone who enjoy maths, like you are struggling to figure out that can I take science or not right now because you are an average student, but you like maths, be prepared that with maths comes physics and chemistry too. And I have to balance it from day one. There are students who like maths a lot, spend their time doing maths a lot, but somewhere forgets physics and chemistry. This affects because the competitive exams going to come in future will have all these subjects. Getting my point? And I hope that I made everything clear to you. Right now, if still you are confused that ma'am, we are confused that can we take science or not, or what stream we have to take in future in class 11th and 12th, right now comment confused, and if you are sure that you have to take science, comment science right away. And one special thing that I need to share you, that if still you need guidance bacha and you feel that somewhere in videos that is not possible to speak, actually it is not possible to tell the teachers what you are facing, not possible to share your views, then you can come and meet us. Yes, if you need guidance after class 10th, we are here for you. Throughout your class 10th journey, we were there, though online media, but we were there for you. Similarly, we don't want to leave your hand up till you make sure that which subject or which stream you are going to choose for your future. Okay, we will be there for you. What you need to do is, there is a Google form link in the description box. Go, hit the button over there, fill all the necessary details that is being asked, and choose the relevant date where you can come and meet us. Okay, all the details are there. Once you do that, you will be able to meet us in person, and we will enjoy, we'll love to see you guys there. Okay, up till then, tata, bye bye. And still, if you have any confusion, comment confusion. Bye-bye.